kitchen.
What am
Okay.
I doing?
You are helping me separate onions for a French onion soup. In a pot, after you slice your onions, you put a half a stick of milk butter and about 2 tablespoons of olive oil, and go and stir the onions until they become caramelized.
Oh, it smells good.
Sure is recording, sweetheart. Welcome to my kitchen. Okay, so we're going to add just a touch more olive oil so that we don't burn the bottom of the pan. And we have it on medium so we can caramelize the onions.
Okay, let me see your faces then. Okay, I got you, Chris. How about you, Marilyn?
Did you get my big double chin too?
Okay. Yeah.
You're a cook, Marilyn.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
You might need a little higher for...
Oh, in order to caramelize it. And then we're going to add, once it gets caramelized, we're going to add about 2 cups to 3 cups of boiling water and about 3 heaping tablespoons of beef broth. What do you think? Sounds good to you?
Sounds great.
And you know, I'm going to end up putting probably fresh thyme once we get the broth in.
So we're still getting them
We're
caramelized.
trying to caramelize them.
So carefully cut up some fresh lemon thyme.
Yeah. And a possibility that I'm going to put it in a coffee filter with regular thyme and a bay leaf, and sort of tie it up, and when it starts to boil, drop it into the boiling soup liquid.
Use a little stir. Oh, the smell is delicious. Too bad you can't smell it on camera.
Yeah, we don't have smell vision.
So we're starting to caramelize a little bit. We'll let it keep going.
Yeah, and see all that brown on the bottom of the pan, once you deglaze the pan with the broth, it will come off.
And you want to keep it.
Yeah, you want to keep that. Dry thyme,
Okay, putting some dry thyme in with
fresh thyme, and making a spice bag, sort of, kind of. I need to find my bay leaves, though. Bay leaves.
what is it?
Bay leaves.
A little bit of bay leaves included in that little baggie there.
Yeah, and then we will twist it, and I need string to tie it, though. And that's good. What's going to sit in the boiling water, but I don't want to use twisters because I don't want the metal or anything to get in the soup.
Right.
So I got to find string.
Was that hot water?
Yeah, that's hot water. It wasn't boiling.
So we added 3 cups?
It's about 4 cups, maybe.
About 4 cups of boiling or very, very hot water in with
3 tablespoons of beef base.
3 tablespoons of beef base. If you come over here to our onions, you see they're starting to caramelize. Mix up your broth.
And of course, we always taste. It should be okay. A little salty, but once it gets into the soup. And what I'm going to do is pour a little, should start to yeah, see it's starting to
Oh yeah, get that. Oh yeah,
deglaze.
you're getting all that good stuff off the bottom.
And that's what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's lovely, as Julia Child would say.
And it is turning it the brown color that it has to be.
We're going to add more water with the beef base.
Spill it all over my stew.
Pouring maybe another cup in.
Yeah, because so far I have 2 cups left. So that's 2 cups so far. Oh yeah, that looks. Maybe I should just let it cook a little bit. What do you think?
Mm-hmm.
It smells like French onion. I shock myself sometimes. And what I'm doing now is tying my seasoning bag.
With a clean string
Yes, with a clean string.
No, she wants
and tight.
And yeah, it should be tight, I think, so it doesn't. I mean, it's not going to kill you to have those spices in your soup. But a lot of times people don't like thyme and all that.
Where do you get your pillows? They are so comfortable.
And
Gonna stir it again. Scrape more of the bottom.
yeah, see the dark brown color that is coming out? Oh, that looks good. And all we're doing is deglazing the pan, more or less. And Joyce, do you want to smell it?
I just did. It's yummy.
And let's just cook it a little bit more, but I'm going to place this, maybe add just a tad bit more water, bouillon, beef broth. And of course, I gotta sit down for a bit.
So we've added all the water and a tad more, maybe an ounce.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna add how much vinegar?
A tablespoon of apple cider vinegar.
We've been stirring it. We've got all the caramelization off the bottom of the pot. It's perfectly clean. You don't want it to burn, so you have to keep watch on it with your stirring. The bag is still in there of spices. You can see it floating around here.
Let's see, we should taste it again. But you know what I'm doing?
Taste it as you go along. We just did. So far, so good.
I'm also going to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire.
There's your Worcestershire. 1 tablespoon. Give it a stir. Get it mixed in. Oh, that's lovely.
And I'm going to stretch over, reach over, and add more boiling water.
How much?
I'm going to add 2 cups because we want to bring it up high enough to have enough soup. And so it won't be salty.
I'll let you stir it.
And again, we should taste it for seasoning.
I'd say by the look on her face, it was good.
We're going to raise the heat up to bring it to a boil. And this stuff, a lot of people do put flour, but I don't want a thick soup. And once we bring it to the boil, then we'll turn it down. We need to find Joyce. And then we can use the same lined pan for the soups.
Oh, so what we're doing here is lining the cookie sheet so it's
Right.
easy to clean. And we're going to toast the bread, which would be the crouton basically that you put on top of the soup when it's in the bowls.
Right.
Before you put it in the oven with cheese on top.
And I think I'm going to get the other butter. Turn my oven on.
We're using this long, this is a French baguette bread that we're going to use for the croutons. We'll slice that. Toasts up really, really well. And it's a dense enough bread that will handle the juice of the onion soup.
And then we're going to melt the butter
For,
for the bread, for the crouton. I think I'm gonna do
you're gonna put
45
garlic on it or not?
I don't know. What do
You have the option of garlicking your bread a little bit or just brushing the
brush
butter
the
on.
butter? Yeah.
Soup's looking good. Again, you can add flour if you want a thicker soup. If you want a little more watery soup, don't add the flour, or just a little to make it a tad thicker. It's your choice, your option.
Yeah.
You could probably cut a little thicker. So we're cutting the bread into slices.
Like that? That's kind of thick. What do you
Yeah,
think?
you can go whatever. Yeah, whatever. Maybe a little thinner. Who am I?
Talk to them. You see, look, everybody.
3, 4, 5, 6. I
Pick
need
up
one more.
sticks.
Should I put this one?
Yeah, put them both in. So we're going to bring it over to the cookie sheet.
I'm just wondering if I should spray the cookie shape? What do you think?
Oh, I have no idea.
It shouldn't.
I wouldn't think so. Okay, we have our melted butter.
We're just going to dab it with butter to brown the tops, and then we'll turn them over and brown the bottoms. And then I'll put it in an oven, about 350 degree. I don't know.
Oh, okay. We'll keep an eye on it, maybe 10 minutes, but we're going to check it. We want it toasted, not burnt.
I think those are gonna.
So those are toasted. It would be better if we would have put them under the broiler to toast quicker.
Okay, and what I'm going to do, I think what we should do is let's try.
The soup is done. We're putting our bowls. We're going to fill our bowls about an inch from the top.
Right. And we'll move them over a little bit once the good.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we always line our pans so we don't.
Mess them up. Okay, that pan's hot, remember, so.
Yeah. And then we're going to put the croutons
Face
toasted,
down.
Yeah, toasted side down. That's perfect, the 2 slices. Oops, did I do it the wrong way? Oh well. Oh, that is toasted on that side too.
Maybe toast it better on the bottom, huh?
Yeah.
Because they had the heat of the pan.
Guess what?
There's 2 more.
Oh, is there? Where?
Mhm.
I didn't even see that. And then we'll move this over like this. Put the handle so we can get it. And I think what we're going to do is sprinkle a little Parmesan on top of the croutons. And then we'll put a slice of provolone. What do you think? More?
Yeah, a little more.
No, truthfully, might be easier.
Yeah, to have that side. Put some in your hand. Don't play with the shaker. Okay.
Oops. Am I getting it all over the tray?
Well, at least it's got foil on it.
Does that look good enough?
Yeah, probably just dump it in there. And then we're gonna get the provolone. We just got the slices.
Which are perfectly round. And we're going to put it in under the broiler for 1 to 2 minutes.
We want it to be brown
Brown
on top
and bubbly.
and bubbly.
Okay.
So we just go ahead carefully. Got mitts on because the cookie sheet is still hot from when we toasted the bread. I like saving dishes. Into the broiler.
On high for about 1 to 2 minutes, but we'll keep an eye on it.
What did you use the pot for, the tea kettle?
And this is what it looks like when it's all finished. Gee, I wish we had smell-o-vision. Smells good.
Yeah, what?
Smell-o-vision. It smells really good. It does. As I whisper.